Welcome to Trybe Talks, the podcast for parents who are trying to do it all and stay sane in the process. I'm Princess Nyah, your host and founder of Trybe, your personal parenting assistant. Each week we dive into real conversations, parent hacks, and stories that remind you ain't doing this alone. Now let's get into it.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Nyah, aka Princess Nyah, aka Kizzy's mum, aka the Real Housewife of Trybe. And I'm joined today by one of my besties. Do you know what? I have so many different roles for you in my life, that we can't actually get through all the roles today.
Literally, innit?
No, because you are my go-to. And let's be transparent. We're shooting a podcast, Trybe Talks. We're coming back to action. I done a couple series last year, and now we've found an amazing studio. Shouts out to Barclays for accommodating us using the media room today. And I'm a one-man band.
Yep.
Until I'm not a one-man band, because Danielle so graciously gave me a couple hours this morning to help me set up, because I'm basically doing
Everything.
everything. Doing the most. I'm doing everything by myself. And do you know what? This is fake. I really don't need to hold this microphone. I'm doing the most, but I will get into what I'm doing a little bit later. Today, while you're here, Dan, I just want to say thank you for supporting me. And I feel like every tribe of mums needs a Danny Dorks.
Oh, come on.
Okay? The other day I had a performance with a bitch and wear. And a girl that came to watch me, she messaged me afterwards and she's like, that girl, Danny Nyah. I said, yeah. I was thinking, what did you bum flick in her face? Like, what happened? Was it twerking? I don't know. And she said her spirit and her energy is so good. You need to make sure you keep her around you at all costs.
Thank you, babe.
So I appreciate you. So so let's catch up. It's been a while. What has Danny Dorks been doing?
Oh my God, you know what? Someone asked me this the other day, like, what have you been up to? I was like, oh, not much. And they was like, really? And I was like, well, basically, I've been here, I've been to abroad, I've been Carnival angeling, I've been workshopping, I've been speaking on stages, and that was all in 1 week. And they was like, I was like, yeah, but it's been a bit slow. But do you know what? The reality is, my mind is telling me no. Sorry. Hey. Sorry. Keep PG. But my mind is like, wants me to go faster than my feet can physically carry me. And I just think that's a me problem. It's an us problem.
But is it a problem?
It's not a problem.
Is it just a channeling challenge?
I want to do more because I can do more, but I'm doing a lot at the moment.
So talk to me about the Carnival Angels thing, because a lot of people, some people might not even know what Carnival is. What is the Carnival Angels and why is it something that you're a part of, on top of everything else that you do as a busy businesswoman, as a mum, as a presenter, as a podcast host, like you're spinning all the plates. Why the Carnival Angels?
Do you know what? The Carnival Angels is like my sexy little cute fun side. It allows me to be extra without having to go out of my way to do it, because we're there to be extra. We have Notting Hill Carnival over here. You have obviously Carnival in the Caribbean, and it's a young lady called, a young lady, she's not, but she looks amazing. But Ange set up the Carnival Angels, and it's an agency where she gets bookings to actually host events for people. So if someone wants an event, they just might want girls in carnival costume, and it might not even necessarily be a carnival event. I'm going to Scotland I think it's next week, actually.
Okay, that's all great and everything, but talk to me about the body yoddy, because the carnival costumes, we're going to actually get a costume. We're going to get a video, something that's going to get put into the screen somewhere here. So you can understand the level of body confidence that you need to have to really not just wear the costume, but execute in the costume, Danielle. Like, talk to me about that. And you're a mum of two.
Yeah.
You know, I know you go to the gym quite a bit, but talk me through how you are able to stand in your own skin and unapologetically be like amazing, you know? Like, there's a lot of batty out.
There's
like,
a lot of batty out.
How are we, you know, how do you get there?
The first time I had to wear a thong costume was last year for the launch, and I'd never worn a thong before that. My belly was out, and you know me when it comes to my belly. I'm like, I've got a flat belly, but I do a stretch mark, so I'm like high-waisted, everything high-waisted. This was the first time my stomach was out and my stretch marks were on show, and I had my bum out. And I was just like, do you know what? It is what it is, because I know I look good. I have a couple stretch marks, and I respect other women's stretch marks. I'm like, why have I got all of this ammo for myself when I see it on someone else, I'm like, it's beautiful, it's part of you.
Yeah.
It's, it's your tribe. So talk nice to yourself, like chat to me nice. And I just went with it. And I'm like, if anyone has a problem, that's their problem. And do you know what? That was the year that same picture that I done for launch was on the side of the truck.
Okay, so we need that picture. We need that picture as well, because I
and
remember.
You can see the stretch marks in that picture.
I didn't even notice them. And that is definitely, we all have our own personal things that we look at, because I never noticed that at all. I know you have your little tiger thing, but I don't see it. And I think that as women, most often than not, we see the negative stuff that nobody else actually knows until you actually point it out yourself.
And I used to always point it out.
Oh, I remember when we was
anymore.
Designing for Bingies, you used to be like, no, but we need a high-waisted, no, but we need a high-waisted. No, but
don't look at my stretch marks.
And you've definitely come a long way from that. But I'm interested to know, like, what are the techniques to help you, and that have helped you push through that in order to come out at this side and just own who you are?
I mean, so one of them is I stay in the gym. I love the gym. I love keeping fit. Even when I wasn't really heavy in the gym, I've always been fit. So that helps, but it definitely is mindset. Yeah. You have to, you just have to mentally not give a shit.
Yeah. But how do you do that? I mean, and I feel like what happens is with, when you go on your page and you follow what you're doing and you see all the amazing stuff that you do, it just looks like you just arrived like this in the beginning.
No, I have a mental conversation.
And I feel like women need to understand that it's a journey and a process. It didn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work that goes into turning up. Like what is like a couple of the things that you before this that you feel like had a pivotal I can't even talk, that had an impact in channeling you to really stand in your power and be the best version of yourself without caring what anyone else thinks?
Do you know what? It is the people that you have around you.
Okay.
Because before I actually even did Carnival, I was told I couldn't do Carnival. And that was by the person I was in a relationship with. Wow. They was like, you're not wearing a Carnival costume. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then when I actually modelled first. So I modelled, and then when I modelled, I put on the costume, and this is in 2019, and I was still in that same relationship. And then I was like, oh, but I like this. I like this. I think, and they was like, are you going to do Carnival this year? And I was like, I don't know, maybe I will. And then I left there and I said, I'm fucking doing Carnival this year.
Okay.
And it just so happens that relationship ended that same year before Carnival, and that same person saw me on the road in costume and was like, oh, wow, you look amazing.
But do you know what? I think sometimes we are, we try to be respectful to our partners, and there is a lot of, I don't want my woman out there, I don't want my woman doing it, and it kind of, especially when you've had a child, I feel like women probably hear it, receive it, and then just make it an excuse for them to not do it.
Yeah.
Because it's easier, you know? I mean, looking good is hard, and as mums, juggling everything is really, really, really tough. Let's not make it sound easy. You could just go to the gym, because a lot of the time you're making a decision on what do I do today. Mm-hmm. There's the cleaning and the looking after the kids, the breakfast, the lunch, the dinner, or whatever, food shopping, laundry, and then on top of that, so you're a businesswoman. You have your office, you have clients, you have orders, you do guest speaking, you do modelling, you do got Carnival Angels, and you're going to the gym.
Yeah.
Like, for an average person, that sounds like that is unrealistic.
Yeah.
Because how do you then cope with your burnout? Because there must be,
oh my goodness,
after all of these things and a really, really busy 2 weeks, like, what happens to Danny in terms of spinning all the plates, and how do you cope? And what do you do to make sure that, because the burnout comes.
I don't even know if I'm coping now.
Yeah.
I literally feel like I'm in a slow burnout. Like, I've been saying this for a couple of weeks. I feel like I'm currently in it, and I'm just
you're
like this.
Along.
But
so would you say the gym then is probably one of your outlets that helps you not go insane?
The gym definitely helps.
Okay.
And it's like, it really is your tribe.
Yeah.
It's the tribe, it's the people that you have around you that you have those conversations with that literally keep you afloat. Like, they'll, not every time you can have someone with you just holding you on their shoulders, but you lot will hand me a couple floats.
Yeah.
I'll use it, I'll get it back, I'll give you your float back. We're all doing our thing, but you have to have the right people around you to motivate you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not even, I don't even have to say to you, Nyah, I'm stressed right now. But we might just have a conversation that in my brain, I'm like, okay, cool.
I'm cool. I'm switched
We're
on.
we're in this together. We're all going through it together, and we support each other, even in silence.
Yeah.
And if you can have those people around you that you're just all supporting each other, you just feel supported without even having to say it.
And do you know what as well? I think like something powerful that happens, especially in our dynamic, because we've got like a little Diddy Power mums woman group.
Yeah.
Like I've tried to name them the Real Housewives of Trybe. I don't think they want it. But we don't lie to each other.
Yeah.
And I feel like when it's shit, it's shit. And we're not afraid to tell each other, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then it's the,
Yeah.
and then we go back and then we elevate.
Yeah.
And I think that having people around you that are happy to positively give you the critique to make you better and not tear you down,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a real superpower that we have as a friend group.
We do,
Which we're very, very, very
definitely.
lucky. I mean, Charlene definitely can put the knife in sometimes with her. I don't really know about that. And even Lizandra as well.
Yeah,
Like we
they're the
definitely
real.
have, they'll give it to us really, really
Because
straight.
we can be like, ooh.
And I think yours to me is, Nyah.
Shut up, Mama.
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, like, and I think that
Yeah.
we definitely deliver that. And even you just explaining it back to me makes me feel like, oh yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that is definitely something that is really important.
Excuse me. Hi, everyone.
Kizzy, we're recording.
So, hi, podcast people. I just had to tell you, I have a free course for kids like me. It's called Money Jazz. And it's so cool because it teaches us how to save, spend, and even invest. I'm basically a mini millionaire in training right now.
Kizzy?
Parents, you can get it for free. Yep, free. Just click the link in the description. Thank you so much for listening to my very important announcement. Okay, Mum, you can finally have your podcast back now.
Thanks, Kizzy. Right, where were we?
So what's your advice to women that don't have those women?
You gotta go find them. You just have to go find them. But my first advice is don't talk to everybody, because a lot of the time we want advice and we're like, you go to this one. Everyone's giving you different advice. You need to know who you can speak to. So you might not have them know who they are yet, but you might have that person in the back of your mind that you're like, that person gives me good advice.
That's my guy.
But know who you're speaking to, because not everyone is equipped to give you that advice.
I love the way you just said that. And it is that.
Yeah.
Because you can have the best friends in the world, but the information and they're going to give you just might not be for your journey.
Yeah.
Because it's for their journey, which might just be a completely different journey.
If your friends don't have their own businesses and aren't spending the majority of their days by themselves, they might not understand when you're like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because they've got their people. They're going to work parties. Oh, I got this.
They're standing by the work cooler. You know when they're going to get a glass of water and they're all in the kitchen having a chat. Do you remember we used to do that at the office? We'll say, let's go to the kitchen just to get out of the office environment.
Yeah.
So you're
all
right.
three of us in the kitchen.
Just staring at each other.
We don't get work parties. If I'm leaving, I don't get a leaving do.
100%.
There's no birthdays.
There's no Christmas
nothing.
do.
The Christmas dues.
Yeah.
Like we're just sitting there like,
No, I think you're right, and I think that is probably really a real key piece of advice.
Not
It's like,
everyone is equipped.
Not everyone is equipped, and it doesn't mean to say they don't love you and they don't want you the best for you.
Yeah.
It just means that they're just not equipped with that part of your journey.
And there are some people that you might need to drop, and they might be your best friends. And that sounds harsh, but
it's
sometimes they. And the thing is, everyone, they do want the best for you. Your friends and your family may want the best for you, but their best and your best is different because they don't want to see you lose.
They don't want to see you struggle. They don't want to see you on the bread line.
Are you sure you want to do that? Yes, I want to do that.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And they don't want to be embarrassed for you. This that secondhand embarrassment. Like,
Oh, God.
you're just going to stand on the street and interview people. Like,
Okay. Yeah, no, it's so true. And I feel like the longer that you are in the business for yourself, the longer that you start to realise that having your family support you in the beginning, it is nice, but you really just have to find the real people that want what you're selling.
Yeah.
Because your family can only support for so long. Like, I just released a single and it was like, am I messaging everyone again and saying, hey guys, can you download, like it's like a forever ask.
Yeah.
But you ask and then you move on.
Yeah.
And you don't get down in the fact of maybe my friends don't want to
definitely.
support this anymore because they're just doing their own thing and that's okay.
Yeah, I stopped sharing my podcast because I was like,
Tumbleweeds!
Like, it's what it is.
And
like,
there's no love lost,
Yeah,
you know.
no
And I
love
think
lost.
that's really important because sometimes friends must just think, oh, she's just gone weird. It's like, no, I've just gone quiet because I'm quiet in this area, but I am really, really loud over here.
Really loud.
Really, really, really loud. You're really loud.
Yeah. Sometimes they can't help but notice that you're really loud over there, and then it's like, hey,
What
it's
about
like,
me?
Yeah, it's like I have to move.
I know.
Who moved my cheeks?
Well, there you go. And that is a really good book for anybody that is struggling with change. I think we read that book multiple times a year.
You introduced me to that years ago. It's the video.
The video. I think we've done it in work, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I think that training and development and learning and self-learning is really, really, really important. And as much as you share with other people, it might be one thing that just switches your light bulb on and helps you cultivate something that works for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. So before we go, Dan, tell the people what they can look forward to seeing you do, where they can find you.
Yeah.
Don't take too long because you do mad stuff. So we could be here for 17 hours. No, I'm joking.
So, I mean, you guys can look forward to seeing me do. I'm still the master upcycler. I'm always going to be the master upcycler. But on this journey, I really want to show people how they can master their upcycling. Whether you want to sew or not sew, it really is just about learning how to look after the stuff that you already have so that you can get the most out of it. And yeah, I talk about fashion, but that can be with everything in life, like just household stuff. I'm on a journey to be more sustainable, not just fashion or clothes, but just in my household with my friends and my family, and sustaining relationships, sustaining friendships, sustaining household products, all of that stuff. So I'll be talking about that more, but I'm also doing my presenting. So expect to see me on the stage here or there, whether I'm talking, hosting, speaking, all of that stuff. And yeah, there's probably more, but just follow me and you'll
We'll get
see
you
it all.
back, babes. We'll get you back.
Definitely.
But Danielle, thank you so much for always
Thank
supporting
you.
me and believing in me. And also
Always.
setting a really, really amazing example to Kizzy. Kizzy said to me, was it yesterday?
baby.
Was it yesterday or the day
think it was
before?
yesterday.
She said, Mummy, who's more famous, you or Auntie Dan? And I said, what? That is a very loaded question. Let's call your auntie and ask her. And she said, because the thing is, Auntie Dan's been on TV. And I'm thinking, oh my God, she's killing it. And I'm like, okay, you're right.
I was gassed on that.
But it's so inspiring.
Yeah.
And I feel like, just not only to Kizzy, but to women and people that are watching you, like you set such a beautiful example of what happens when you just genuinely love yourself.
Yeah.
And it's not to say we don't have the bonnet days or the head, I call it the headboard. Are you by the headboard today because we're drowning?
Literally.
But you always show up for yourself and
Yeah.
that you should be proud of yourself.
Well, before I go, I actually just want to throw it back to you because you've been inspiring me for years. And even on this whole journey, you was probably one of the first people that I realised believed in me, and you used to push me. Like when I was doing makeup, and you was like, Dan, do my makeup. And I just remember the first makeup job, I was like,
We got to find the picture.
you didn't have to find a picture of that pink or yellow eyeliner. But honestly, Nyah, like you've pushed me so much throughout the years. And when the phone call comes, it's like, Dan, do you know what I was just thinking? And you just... but you don't just do it for me, you do it for so many people around you. And
I appreciate that.
You're so inspiring, Nyah. All of this here, you bring in other people, you want to put other people on a pedestal and lift them up, and it's amazing.
Oh, well, I appreciate you. And I receive it, because sometimes I don't really like to receive the comments. I'm like, no, but I do receive it. But you make it so easy, because you're amazing. Thank you everyone for watching. Please subscribe. Make sure you go and check out Dani on her Instagram. All the links and stuff will be in the description.
Yeah.
And I'll be back on the other side. Deuces. Boom.
Wow, you're still here listening. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for listening to Trybe Talks. And if you enjoyed today's episode, then please share it with another parent who needs their tribe. Make sure you check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, all that good stuff. And make sure you get involved and be a part of the conversation. Until next time, and remember, parenting takes a village. And now you've got one.